Hello, everybody, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. It's my podcast about knitting and fiber and life in the Napier household. I do all these things in my home outside of Lima, Ohio, and I live here with my husband, Randy, his dad, Ronald. I'm sorry, I'm being distracted. My kitty cat, Heather, and my puppy, Casper, who is the one that's distracting me right now. Anyways, today is May 7th, and this is episode 319. Now, you can find me online on YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, Word, and WordPress as Naturally Kim's Knitting. And you can find me on Ravelry as Napier's Knits, and then we have a podcast group called Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. And then I'm on Instagram as Knitting_Kim. Before we go any farther, I have to tell you why this is not my day today. So I don't know how this podcast is going to turn out. I had an appointment, just a checkup appointment with my radiologist, and I've already missed it twice. One time I forgot it. Next time I had a migraine. Sorry. So it was today, 10 o'clock. No problem. Or so I thought. I get in the van, put the key in, and turn it. Nothing. It has acted up on the battery has acted up with us on in the past. But we had it fixed, we thought, and shouldn't be any issue. Well, there was an issue, I guess. So I had to call the radiologist and say, I'm sorry, I would be there, but my car won't start. So there was that. So okay, so Puppy was happy because he, figured he was going to have me at home today. Well, he did, but he's been waiting out and in all morning. And so one time I went out with him, and he did his thing, and I went up on the deck and I started potting my a few of my window boxes, and I got the herbs all planted. What I do is I do herbs, flowers in my window box. I'm sorry. This just is watermelon strawberry with 2 cans of LaCroix. I think LaCroix berry, if I'm right. Anyways, I get the last of the herb boxes done, getting ready to do the flowers. We have carpenter bees. Never as many as we've had this year. I don't know if it was the weather this year or what. And I was down doing the last herb box, and these carpenter bees started declaring their territory. So I got the puppy. We came back inside. Oh, and in the meantime, I also looked down earlier this week. I was weeding the strawberry patch, and I got a bunch of those little bitey ants all over they were all over my hands, my feet, my legs, because of course I get down on the ground when I weed. Okay, that was like 2 weeks ago. So I looked down the deck, and there's a bunch of those little bitey ants. So I told Casper, actually I called him Ginger. I told Casper we have to go inside. I said, I'm not going to get bit by any more of those little ants. Okay, so we came inside. He needed to go back outside just a little bit later. So we have a bed of ferns. And so we went over there and he did his business. And we have a couple bushes that we've never been able to identify. So I went over, well, the one I knew was a lilac. Okay. But there was a couple others I was looking at, and I have a plant ID on my phone. And took a picture of one, and it's a Wigelia. And the other is a mock orange. Well, as I was in between these two plants, I'm feeling biting on my leg. Knew it wasn't Casper. It would feel different. Look down. All over my legs were those little bitey ants. So I took the last picture of the mock orange, came back inside with the puppy. I swept myself off and everything. He came up to me to play just a few minutes later. His We haven't had him groomed yet. It's supposed We could have done it today, but I couldn't have got him there anyways. So he's got long shaggy fur right now, all over his face. I thought he got into dirt. No, they were ants. So the first thing I did was I took her to the kitchen sink, tried to spray them off. No. So since I was suffering from the ant bites all over me, he and I got the bathtub together. Not done that with him before. But it was just around his face. And through the washing, one or two dead ones fell into his fur. But poor baby, he gets his baths usually when he's groomed. He doesn't like it when mom does it, especially around his face. But I think, please God, I think we got them all off. But boy, we have never had as many carpenter ants or as many bitey. I've never had bitey ants at this place. So now we got to find their nests, and I'll do to ants what I always do to ants. I will use boiling water on their nests. I found one of their nests. So, horrid. So yeah, I don't know what the rest of this day has to bring, but I thought, okay, we're home. Let's do a podcast. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit here and there. Okay, back to business. I'm an affiliate for Michaels and Nitpicks, and I just thought I'd give you a little heads up of what they have on sale. Michaels through tomorrow, 20% off regular priced items. I don't know if you need a coupon or not, but you can get one online if you do. Then they also have cry cuts on sale starting at $99. I wish. No, I don't. My brother offered me a few years ago a cry cut that he had. And I said no. My husband would disown me because I already have a candle maker and all my yarn. I can't even think what else. I said he would kill me. Oh, all my stuff when I make my own soap and things. So I have all that stuff. Yeah. I said, no, I can't, Rick. But if I have the space and if I have the time in my life, as I'm looking at my sewing machine, uh, good price. Anyways, so that's Michael's. Nitpicks has 30% off of, up to 30% off of their care and blocking things. And then they have Wonder Fluff. I love Wonder Fluff. The name actually describes it. It is soft. It is fluff. Oh, it is wonderful. It is Wonder Fluff. Anyways, it's 20% off. So yay. I don't have anything about the store this week. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm just all the stress is also giving me a little migraine because stress will do that to me. But I'm trying to ignore it until I get through this. Anyways, so we have craft. Oh, I should tell you what affiliate means. So if you shop through um, at Michaels or Nitpicks online, if you would go to my blog, I always have to look at it, which is ksnapier475.blogspot.com. It's in the show notes. Um, I will get a couple pennies from your order. It doesn't raise the prices at all, but then I turn that around and every month I have boy, I can't think. Sorry about that. Um every month I have drawings for craft alongs. I am beginning to get a migraine. I can tell because I can't concentrate. Anyways, so yeah. So if you go to my blog, my show notes at Blogspot, and there's two links. You have to copy and paste, and that will take you to a site that will help me get a couple pennies. Okay, there's one for Nitpicks and one for Michaels. Now, talking about prizes, we finished a craft along on um, April 30th, and I did the drawing, and I had every intention of doing a podcast right then and there. Well, I have had issues also with allergies, and my voice right now is feeling froggy. I can't think of words today. So, I've not had much of a voice for the past however many days, 7 days, I guess. So, I want to announce the people who won last month, and it's Handmade Studio 11, and Anvita Sinha won. She already contacted me. I will get your prizes out. I didn't want to send yours out before I sent the other ones out. So you each can choose between a $10 Nitpicks gift card, a $10 Michaels gift card, or any giftable pattern up to $10. And then in addition to that, as long as the war in Ukraine is going on, I'm offering one of Mila's Knit Corner patterns on me. Okay? Okay, so there's that. Now, if the way I've been feeling, and as scattered as I am right now, I'm letting you guys decide the next craft along. Right now, all I put in the show or in the Ravelry page was mystery because I don't know what it's going to be. So I would like to have people give me things. If it's not an item that could be done in 6 weeks, then it would have to be, um, let's see. So that was, I'm sorry, this is horrible. It would have to be um, something that would take longer and be done in August. That way I keep up with every other month for it. So if you have ideas, let me know, please, please, please. You could put it in Ravelry under the mystery craft along that I put in there. Don't pay attention to the rules out of there because I always try to edit them, but until I know what it is, And that will begin. So you have until May 15th to get me ideas. And it could be items. It could be like knitting, like I do knitting for others. It could be certain kind of yarn, techniques, anything. Just let me know. Yes, I do have a page where I keep them. I just, like I said, I've not been feeling good. So even to be on the computer very much is not good for me. Um, yeah, my fingers have gotten worse. So I've had to give up volunteering at the church because the things I do there are mainly with my fingers. I've had to give up tutoring because I can't type on the keyboard for long. And I've had to give up book reviews. Same thing. Can't type at the keyboard for very long. I can read and I can knit. Praise God. So anyways, my poor husband, he'll say he wants to do something. I'll say, well, let me see if my fingers can do it. So anyways, so right now, oh my goodness, I didn't change that. We should have a finished object craft along for April and May. So all you have to do is take a picture of your finished object, and if there's a pattern name, oh, I'm sorry, take a picture of your finished object, go to the Ravelry page, find the right craft along, post it, and if there's a pattern name, please include it. Okay, so right now it's finished objects, and that goes on through the end of this month. Okay, let me know what you think you want to do for the designated one, the one that I usually do things like shawls or things like that. Okay? So I'll leave that up there for now. Did I get everything? Why do I not feel like I got everything? Please be you guys are understanding, I know. So I am tearing apart Elsie's Afghan because I picked it up. It's been in hibernation for a long time, but I picked it up. I thought, why in the world am I doing 2 strands of yarn at once? Does it make sense? So I've been tearing it out and having to keep it away from the puppy because the puppy likes my yarn and he gets in trouble when he gets my yarn. He is tuckered out. What I do is I take him alongside of our barn, and then behind it I'll let him off the leash, and he can run behind the barn and up the lane. And then when he starts coming back to me, I usually if I'll direct him which way to go, and but and he goes right home and he is tuckered out. Well, then he had the addition of the ant face and a bath, so my baby is tuckered out. Don't know if I can get a picture of him. Oh, he knew what I was doing, so he lifted his head. It's okay. You can go back to sleep. He said, but Mom, you're disturbing me. Anyways, then, so I'm tearing that out, starting it over again. Anyways, then I finished these socks, except for, of course, these were some of the hand-dyed yarn that I had. Like the last of it. I'll need to get some more blank or plain yarn. And now then I started in. I'm not liking these, but they will be warm. These are my soup kitchen socks. I made them from the Yarnaceous yarn um, indie dyer. Sorry, see I'm not crazy about these because it's a heavier yarn, so they don't want to fit on my zippity doo dah needles as easily. Okay, both socks. So they're called Hollow Sore because I got them around Halloween. So yeah, I made it through the heel on both, and I'm just getting ready to do the ribbing for a while. So when you work with thicker yarn, usually you go up a needle size, or at least a longer needle, and I didn't. And like I said, I'm not crazy about them, but I know they will be warm because these are soup kitchen socks. So my other one looks just like this one. Oh yeah, she also included 2 minis. They weren't the same color, so I had to divide the minis and use one for the toe here, one for the toe in the other. Then I divided the other mini, and that's going to be the cuff. So, anyways, that's what I've been working on. As soon as I get Elsie's sweater Afghan ripped out, I'll start making it again. But so let's see. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've gotten done. Let's see. I did not write down notes for this week. What's going on? Well, I already told you everything that's going on, basically. So hopefully I'll get in with my radiologist soon, or else they'll give up on me. It's not funny, but it is. So I'm sure you've noticed lately that I've been filming in a different location. This is the front room in our house. The back room where I used to do it is the fireplace room, we call it, family room. Anyways, that's become Ronald's room because he needs warmth, and that room gets real well. The fireplace is in there, so of course it's warm in the winter, but then even during the summer, it's warmer in there than it is in here. So I've given it up. Well, never mind. We'll probably have to replace furniture eventually. But so this is my living room, and I love this room. It's a nice room. I just have it like well my it was, originally was going to be my craft room. This is where I was going to have. In fact, I did have my spinning wheel, sewing machine, um, books, of course, and this is going to be a place where I was just going to chill. Oh, I brought moved in. The TV was in the other room. He doesn't really watch TV, and the sofa was in the other room, and then the chairs that. No, we got rid of one of the chairs because they weren't. It wasn't any good. But then I have a leather electric, recliner. I love that chair. It is the most comfortable thing, and it was Joe's chair too. Um, Needless to say, it was some of the furniture that came with the house, and so that one's there, and we have a soft pink chair that's there, and unfortunately, they're gonna have to be replaced, but that's okay. So what else has been going on? Puppy's doing well. He's growing. I've been doing my own training through Doggo. I found this place. I was looking for some place online because I could take him to trainings, but he is my dog, and I can't be guaranteed of always feeling well enough to go somewhere or to drive somewhere. So this is the next best thing. So yeah, and I figured when it expires, then I'm gonna be done. He and I can do things from the training that we've done, and we can figure out things. Right now, he's working on walking backwards. Not a fun thing. He mastered going over something real quick. I love that. This is more like fun that you can have with your dog. This one we've already done the sit, the down, shake, all those things. So now we're doing some fun things, and he likes most of them. He especially likes the treats that he gets. I told him he wouldn't have to have training today because he's had a traumatic morning, and so have I. I may not do my do. I've been doing Duolingo again. I've been doing Welsh and Scottish Gaelic, and I've come to the conclusion, which I knew it when I went into it. I'm going to have to give up one of them, and since it's my love to learn Welsh, the language of all consonants, I think that's what I'm going to stick with. Just do Welsh because I love it. Because you get mixed up when in this language, um, boy is one word, and in this language, boy is another word, or food like water. It's eosk, eosk. No, that's fish. I don't know fish in Welsh yet, but what is it? It starts with a U. Now I can't remember. But in Welsh, it's dwr, DWR. I just love Welsh, so that's what I'm going to be sticking with. Anyways, so I think that's it. I'm sorry it's been so long. Winners, please contact me. I'll give you until, let's see, the I'll give you till the 20th to contact me. Like I said, Anita's already done. Anita, and Vitas has already done it. Just need to wait for the other one. So I'll be sending out Envitas then after I get off of here. So okay, well I think that's it, friends. I hope I can talk to you real soon. I'm hoping my voice regulates to the weather, and maybe next time I'll give you an update on my garden. Who knows? Maybe I'll have an update on my garden. Okay. Well, take care. I hope you all have a wonderful week of crafting, and I hope you don't make any mistakes. But if you do, I hope they're little ones and they're easy to fix. I love you. Big hugs. God bless, and take care. Bye bye.